Interesting of note, Miles Davis turned down playing in Duke Ellington's band, said he didn't want to play uh, the same music every night. He wanted a birth of cool. And he held Duke Ellington in high regard. He considered him one of the fathers of jazz music, and rightfully so. I mean, when you talk about jazz music, if you're going to, put a label and a title, Ellington is one of those names that, as a band leader, as a musician, as a stylist, uh, you have to mention his name, the elegance, the styling. I can understand why Miles Davis didn't do it. And see, sometimes people think, well, that's easy bread, that's the easy spread. Why wouldn't you? Well, when you're playing that, you playing the supper house, you're doing the same thing. I think if you do take the A train 15, 20 years later and you're still doing it, you're not really growing to what you want to do. And let's be realistic. Duke Ellington's approach to music making and Miles Davis' approach was vastly worlds apart. They hit in two different totalities. They hit in different scenes. They didn't hit for the different sets. So I don't think that would have been something that would have been on the cards to roll. I just don't think it would have been something that would have worked. And you know, rightfully so, because you gotta remember something. Their approach as band leaders, their approach to the stylings is different. Duke Ellington was very meticulous, very straight cut, you know, and he kept everything more on a straight shot. Like when you listen to Kind of Blue, which is Miles Davis's landmark album or what have you, that wouldn't have been out of place with Duke Ellington doing it per se, even though some of the tones may have been a little bit sharper, but just saying. But, he made the right choice. I mean, obviously, as an artist, you want to have your own identity. You don't want anything to be misconstrued. And you want to get the best of what you're doing. So, point blank, that's a no brainer right there. It's a no brainer decision, I think. In totality and everything. I just think that, hey, it makes all the sense in the world that you would do that. So, I got it. Um, the fans, of course, would like to see the collaboration, and maybe if they had to work together on a project. But I think the admiration that Miles had for Duke Ellington, he's seen him from a mile. He could respect him. You know, he could definitely respect him. He just didn't want to, because when you partake in someone else's thing, they got a way that they go about things, and it's a certain way, and he saw him a certain way. But from just strictly talking music and code, it would have to be, it just wasn't going to be something that you necessarily thought, okay, we're going to be like this. This is how it's going to be. So, so anyway, um, thought that was pretty interesting take right there. He turned down the chance to be in his band and, because again, it seems like, but it's not. When you look at the trajectory of their careers and where they went, and huge Ellington fan, but he when the stylings changed, I couldn't see Duke Ellington doing jazz hybrids and bringing funk and groove into his music, unlike what Miles Davis was incorporating was happening, and that hybrid meant everything. So he made the right choice by turning down Duke Ellington for being his band. But they're two of the all-time greatest as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, let me know what you think. You think Miles Davis should have joined Duke Ellington's band, or you think he did fine by avoiding that? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another, and share it if you like, and hit that membership, because when you do, requests like this come true. And I love things that make me have to think out and think about. Appreciate your peace.